David Corson, July 8th, 2025. About 7:20 p.m. I'm out here on the boat. I'm looking at the engine. Got a little water in here. Placed the batteries on Sunday, and we went for a little ride last night. Came back 15 minutes. Everything's running great. Got my son and his girlfriend coming in from Dallas next week. Want to make sure everything was running good on the boat. And had some water coming in here. I'm like, what the heck is the bilge pump pumping water for? We were only out there. It was dry. I just replaced the batteries on Sunday. Looked back in there, and I had a crack in the hose. So one of my neighbors, he owned a boat place and sold it, but he's probably worked on 100 of these types of boats over the years. The guy's totally knowledgeable. He just met me down here, and he's like, yeah, your bilge pump pipe, is cracked. It's about 2.5, 3 feet long, but it's all the way in back in there, and you got to make sure you don't have a leak. And he's like, hey, we can go out tomorrow night and we'll go sit and we just keep a look if the water's rising. If not, we'll just bring it in here. You're not going to sink it. And I said, well, I think the water was coming in from from the crack in the pipe. Anyway, I had called the serviceman that winterizes it every year. And in any event, they're busy here on the lake. On the lake in the summer, trying to get repairmen out there, man, they're just, listen, they're worth their weight in gold. I'll pay them, they're worth their time. They're experts. But I need to get this fixed. And the bilge pump it runs all the way in the back, and it's underneath the engine. It's a pain in the ass to get to. Got to take this piece off and run it. And my son's a mechanic, so he could probably do when he gets up here, but I don't want him working. I want to take him out on the boat. So we'll kind of figure it out, and maybe I can get it done. Hey, with the right tools, you can do anything. It's just the reality of it. But I was having such a good day. And hey, we just bought our golf cart used. The guy brought an awesome cart over, 2015 Easy Go. You got to put a little radio in it, but we use it coming up and down to our dock. And we needed to get it and go to the mailboxes. We don't have a mailbox at our house. We just have a sign. There's a central mailbox in our subdivision. In any event, you know what they say about boats? Bust out another 1,000. That's the way it works. And today's just been a repair day, a maintenance day. I had the county come out. I have these 2 markers in my yard that mark the water valves because I'm right in the entrance of the cul-de-sac, and they mark where the water valve is. So my yard controls the water that goes into the cul-de-sac, and I also control the water line that's going through the main line through the neighborhood. And anyways, like, hey, we come out here at 3 in the morning. We need to know where those are. I'm like, yeah, but they're an eyesore. They look like small little Washington monuments, in there. I said, but they're marked on the sidewalk. And he said, yeah, but when you're out here in the middle of the night, we just want to see those markers, and that way we can know where to turn the valve off if there's an issue with the water or whatever. I mean, we're up here on the lake, so they're very, very conscious of my environmental stuff and saving water, and I get it. So. But he made me a deal. I have a meeting with the HOA because I have to finish my landscaping plan, and I have to put 3 boulders in my yard someplace. So the county contact, the maintenance guy, said, hey, his name's Johnny. He's a good old boy. He knows everybody up here. He's like, hey, here's what I'll do, Mr. Corson. You get your boulders, you put them up right up against here, and I'll come back and I'll lower these things for you, but I'm going to spray the tops blue so we know what we're looking for, and I'll put it in the records that's what, that the boulders are where the markers are, and, you won't see them, and you can kind of disguise them with your boulder, and you'll keep the HOA happy. So today's has been a fixing day. I just got off the phone with my web guy before he came down here, and we were talking about, I just downloaded a software that I can use my dashboard on my podcast and put some sound effects and some cool stuff. If I did any live streams or, when I record my episodes with my clients and just make it fun. You always have to be evolving, but you got to know what you're doing. And you learn from making mistakes. It's how you learn. That's how you get better. And I like learning. I'm an on-hands guy, and what's amazing is that, there's water down there. And when I put the batteries in on Sunday, there was no water. We went out for a little 15-minute ride last night. We came back, and I was looking, and I'm like, what the heck is that bilge pump running water? I looked, and I saw where it was. I took a little video. I sent it to my tech. He's busy today. He probably didn't get back to me. And I called this, my neighbor, because I knew he was in boats forever. He just came down, and he looked. He goes, yep, man, it's the bilge pump. That definitely has to be replaced. You got a crack in there, but there could be somewhere. We'll just go out there maybe tomorrow night, and we'll see if the boat's taking in some water, and if it is, we'll come back, and you'll know at least where it is. But if it's not, that's what has to be done. But it's a pain in the ass to get back there, man. You're looking at least a couple of 3 hours. These guys make a couple $100 an hour to work on a boat. So I know it's not going to be a cheap fix, but we got to get fixed. My son's coming out here with his girlfriend. We want him to go out on the boat, and we want to be safe. So, but anyway, that was my day. Plus, I was working. I was trying to get stuff done, and had some good conversations, and just an awesome day. Once again, very, very productive. I hope you have a positive false smile. Hey, listen, I'm still positive. I got a smile on my face. I just got some, not the greatest news, but at least I know where I'm at, and I got to go back and finish some stuff. And I just figured I'd do my video, my word of the day. Hey, you know what? Here's my word of the day for July 8th, 2025. Technician. Yeah, you got to be a technician. All right, and business, personal, athletics, life, sleep, whatever you're doing in a 24-hour period. If you're not a technician, you got to master that. It should be part of your verbiage. It should be part of your action and everything you do. Just like in athletics, you got to be a technician. You got to learn plays. You got to learn how to run them. You got to watch video on how the other team runs their offense, their defense, their clears. I can look at any sport you want. There's always, you have to be a technician or a technician, whichever way you want to say it. And, the way that you're going to, run your things efficiently so you can either be a champion or win the game or fix whatever you're trying to fix. And the better technician you are, the more time you're going to have to put W and L's on the scoreboard. And L's are not losses; those are learns. Like right now, I didn't lose. I just learned. Hey, that's what I learned about the pipe, and I learned about a couple other things with the engine I didn't know. And in any event, it was a good 10-15 minutes down here, and it was a great way to learn. So, but on the athletic field, being a technician, your coach is a technician, your trainer's a technician, trying to keep your body together, your whole team working as a unit are technicians. It's just crucial to your success on the athletic field. In business, you totally have to be a technician. You're trying to create market share. You're trying to train a new sales force. You're trying to do another product launch. You're trying to implement AI and technology and everything that you do every day so you can, gain market share and be at the precipice in your industry, especially if you're in a very competitive one where you could have hundreds of competitors or maybe only 10, and it's just, how is someone going to decide to give you business versus the other? But if you're a technician, you know how everything works, man, and you just have more knowledge than your competitors do, and that they know that, man, you're a hands-on person, they're probably going to give you the bid, or they're going to give you the job, or they're going to reach out to you, or maybe the other guy, your competitors didn't do a good job, and they want you to come back and fix it because they know you're a technician. That's why being a technician in business is so, so crucial to your success, all right? It's got to be in your verbiage. Relationships. Oh, man, if you don't think you need to be a technician, first of all, it's your responsibility to make positives in your relationship every day. And not every day is going to be peaches and cream. So if you're not a technician, it's your responsibility to make whatever's happening, you got to change that negative into a positive. Just like this engine here. I know probably where the leak is. I took a video of the other day. Now I know where, how long it's going to be. I understand what it's going to cost me to get it fixed. I might be able to do it myself. I don't know if I want to do that, but I want to be here when he does it so I know what the heck's going on. I'll probably learn a lot more about this engine. I've been around engines a long time. So when he was talking about oil and alternators and all that stuff, I understood what all that was. But in relationships, hey, don't make mountains out of molehills. Be flexible, negotiable, listen. Don't yak. Stick a sock in your mouth when you know you're going to say something you're going to regret. All right? Keep things simple. Use the least amount of words to get your point across so people understand what you're trying to get to. And it's just not personable. You just have to be negotiable. Just like when the golf cart came over. We were just talking for a little while and this and that, and we're like, hey, man, we're going with you, man. And because, first of all, he loved my bike when he saw it in the garage, and we were talking about Harleys, and we were talking about golf carts and this and that. He was very knowledgeable. We've had multiple golf carts while we lived here in the South. And anyway, we just liked the guy. But if I didn't communicate with him and, and he was a technician, I was a technician, we're talking and this and that, hey, he just won my business by the way that he spoke to me. And we were all positive, we were smiling, we were cutting jokes and everything. Hey, man, that's the way things go. And you got to go with your gut with some things, And he had another golf cart he was going to bring out. I'm like, no, we like this one. And we could always we can always upgrade. There's millions of golf carts out there. We just want one to run back and forth and go to the mail. And if they ever have parades, or they do these parades, we needed a golf cart. And so And we built space in the garage for it, so we got one. And anyway, hey, it was great coming down here, man. Boom, boom. I didn't have to park my car, walk down the path. I got down here in 2 seconds. The guy that lives in he drove his BMW motorcycle down here, and there's a little, little parking space where everybody puts their cart. So, but in any event, being a technician doesn't matter if it's personal, just casual contact that you have with people. You get, having that in your verbiage, man, and being a hands-on person, man, it makes life so much more simpler because you understand how things work. All right, and you can always learn how things can work better. So that's very, very important. And then, hey, sleep. You got to be a technician with your body. Your body needs rest. All right. Just when this boat comes in, I got to turn the bilge on. Any water that's in there, we got to get it out of the boat. You got to check the oil stick. You got to, your fluid, all that stuff. Being a technician, you don't have to pay people to do it yourself. Learn how to do it, man. I'm telling you, you'll learn something new every day. And I just replaced the batteries, there's all sorts of stuff I can do on this boat. I have the right tools. I got all sorts of stuff in my garage. And, I know my son could fix this, no doubt. But I want him just to be able to enjoy himself when he comes up here a couple days. I don't want him busting his ass coming down here. I'm going to hopefully get the guy out here. Maybe we'll wait and we'll go out tomorrow night. Maybe I'll just order the pipe and I'll get it done over the weekend. But I'm painting my fence this weekend. I got to cut the tops off. So my weekend, it's going to rain too. So I got the weather to deal with. But sleep, you got to give your body sleep 6 to 8 hours. I get 6 to 6.5. That's what my body needs. But my body knows. I've trained it over the last 6 months. Hey, I'm unplugging, I'm brushing, I'm flossing my teeth, I'm getting ready. Unplug. It's time for you to get rest so you can kick tail for me tomorrow. You're like a thoroughbred, and your body will perform. If you're a technician and you maintain it, you feed it well, you give it the rest it needs, you treat it well, it'll operate for as long as you're breathing. All right. So important. And if there's anything else that I didn't mention in a 24-hour day to be a technician, be one. Put that to work and improve every day. And that's from the heart. Take it to the bank. Up your knowledge vault, put it on a shelf, and use it whenever you need it. And if you work being on a technician every day, every week, every month, for the remainder of the year, you'll have a little less than 6 months of data. Put it right here on your phone. Download the diary app or have a running notepad or email and put down a paragraph every day. And you can't just do it for a couple weeks and think you're going to improve on being a technician. You got to be at work at it every day. Small improvements, big improvements. But if you do it for 6 months, you'll see a change in yourself. Your mind will see a change in yourself. You'll be able to look yourself in the mirror. You'll see a change in yourself. Your spouse, your wife, your husband, your kids, your coworkers, your teammates. Everybody's like, what's changed about you? I'm learning how to be a better technician in all life of life, in aspects. And I'm telling you, man, it'll blow people away. And if you do it, you'll be addicted. You'll do this the rest of your life. So listen, appreciate you all out there. Have a great rest of your Tuesday evening. I'll see you tomorrow on Hump Day, and I may be out here when we find out where this water's coming from. And if not, but I will see you tomorrow. I appreciate you. Be safe. Take action. Technician.